Oh yeah. So the so the 3 day grace period. I have been working all basically all session and before the session on a compromise with the League of Women Voters, the ACLU, and the Democrats to get it across the line because we tried to do it last year and we didn't have the votes to override the veto. And so there, the only way we're going to get it passed is if we get bipartisan support on it. And so I had a deal, and then Loud Light and Appleseed, which are the kind of bomb throwers in the election debate, they blew it up. And I told all of them, and please don't put this on Facebook or in the news. I told them all, this is your year for a deal. You can either negotiate and we can get a deal, or next year I'm ramming the thing through the way I want it to look. Because what we found in the off season is that the reason that we're not getting any rural ballots counted after Election Day is because they're all coming in without postmarks and not getting counted. So we're disenfranchising hundreds, maybe thousands of rural voters with this 3 day grace period. And so that the problem last year with getting it through over the override was rural voters thought, well, I'm going to lose votes. Well, you're losing votes now with the 3 day grace period, and we're going to have data. They're going to count this year. They're going to count all the ballots that don't get counted in every county in the state. So next year I'm going to have a number, and I'm going to be able to bring the rural legislators over, and I'll be able to get it passed the way it originally was with no compromise. And so I told them, this is your year. If you want a deal, if you want something in there, you want us to work with you, this is the year. And they didn't want to work with me. So guess what they're getting next year? They're getting the bill I want.
All right. Well, let's see if there was another question in there. Nope. We're good there. Well, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for being on. I know it's a tough place you're in, and I'll tell you, if you just had another committee member that would shut his mouth and not, run, keep talking.
I had a committee member that would show up, So the majority leader's on the elections committee this year, and he's too busy. So I've always got a pinch hitter. So, yeah. Hey, John, did you have a question?
Yeah, Pat. Hi. You had mentioned at the beginning that to talk about some of the education stuff.
I said election stuff. I don't know anything more about
I was going to say, what the heck? Yeah, I got confused. I just want to clarify that.
Well, he could. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. I am an educator, so yeah.
Thank you.
So something else that I know a lot of people have had on their radar for a long time that we're going to get done this year is requiring paper ballots for audits. What we found out last year is that several counties, instead of the paper ballots, they're using the ballot images. And that's not a dual independent check, right? You're checking the machine by using the image made by the machine. That's not an independent check. So we have a bill that passed out of the committee that I'm sure is going to pass on the floor to require that they use the paper ballots for the audit. And I amended it because I also found out that one county is using a computer random number generator rather than a physical random means to pick what precinct and races are going to be audited. So I amended the bill to make them use a physical random means. So it's a completely analog dual check on the voting system and on our machines. And I'm also really excited because, the Monday I'm trying, if it was up to me, election day would be election day. There wouldn't be early voting. Mail-in ballots would only be for military or severely disabled. But I got to bring 84 people with me. So I'm trying to chip away at it. And I got a bill passed out of the committee that I think we're going to be able to pass on the floor that removes the Monday of early voting. So that's one less day of early voting. So I'm trying to chip away at it. We'll see how far we get.